Well, hello everybody. My name is Henry Tenby. This is the Airliners Live channel, and we are starting a live stream here from YVR, Vancouver International Airport. It's a gorgeous morning here in Vancouver. It's about 15 degrees Celsius. I feel it's going to be a really nice day, actually. We're going to be streaming for the next approximate 3 hours. Again, this is the South Terminal Observation Deck. We've got our Airliner that they've just turned on the APU for. They're going to be departing it, I guess, within an hour or two, as per standard operating procedure. We're on runway 26 operations this morning, so we're departing from 26 left, which is right here, and we've got our arrivals on 26 right on the other side. So it's shaping up to be a busy morning this Thursday morning. Good amount of activity around me, lots of things buzzing about, which is great. And so far I'm the only person here on the obs deck, but yeah, people will come and go. We may hear kids and families and other enthusiasts show up during our show, so it's all good. What else can I tell you guys? I think we're going to have the usual traffic in and out of the South Terminal, the Beech 1900s, Saab 340s. We just had Air India depart while I was setting up. And the other nice thing is we've got the Westjet 787 that just pulled into the gate there over at the Westjet gates on the main terminal. And I'll show you that in a bit. But I feel good. I feel comfortable. It's, as I say, the temperature is nice. So won't be too hot, won't be too cold. And I'd like to welcome everybody to the show. So our official launch time is 11 o'clock. I know it's a little bit before that. So I'm just going to climb behind the camera, get myself comfortable, put my headphones on. We'll bring on the radios, and I'll give you guys a bit of a tour of the lay of the land. So thanks for tuning in, and I'm just going to jump behind the camera now, guys. Hello everybody. Hello Terry Edwards, Loopy, good to see you all here. We've got a departure right now, actually. What is that? That is, yeah, Flare. Flare is turning onto the active. This is, I'm just going to figure out where he is going. This is the Flare 888 heading to Calgary of all places, so where is he? I just kind of lost him. Now there he is, right there. So how's everybody doing today? As I say, it's a gorgeous morning here in Vancouver. There goes Flare, powering up. Great way to start our show. Nice. Zoom in a bit closer there. There's the Airliner. Beautiful. And he'll just present himself where he normally does, just above the FBO right there, kind of by the tree is where he usually shows, so we'll just wait for him right there. We'll be patient. Yep, there he is, right on cue. As he climbs off into the wild blue yonder. Okay, so let's come back down to terra firma. And okay, we have our regular Beech 1900 cargo bird, which may or may not perform for us. So who else have we got in the house? Pauline B, Stain Gaming, Malky Stoddart. Who else have we got here? Hello, Breezy Mizzou, Glenn Mari, Safsi Jack, Mr. ADZ7L. Who else? As I say, Pauline B. Okay, so I think we've got some, Jane Shu. Thank you for joining us, Jane. Okay, Ludmilla, I see, is here as well. So I'm just going to show you guys what's happening over at the main terminal. We'll have a look at the Westjet gates. As I say, the Westjet 787 just arrived as I was... There it is. Look, isn't that nice? No, that's not 787. I need a new pair of spectacles. Thought I saw that. Yeah, the 787's kind of next door. Gate next door. There we go. Yeah, it just arrived. So they're going to be heading out as well. So that'll be nice for us to see, guys. It's going to be probably a few hours until it's ready to head out, but I'm confident we're going to get to see it depart on our show today. And what else can I tell you guys? Yeah, as I say, it's a pretty nice morning here in Vancouver. It's about 15 degrees, something like that, 15 degrees Celsius. On the radio, the weather forecast was for getting up to the low 20s, so we're still quite unseasonably warm here in Vancouver. As those of you that were tuning into my pop-up show on Tuesday evening know, I mentioned that we've kind of got a bit of a drought, and we haven't had water in some months. It's been clear for months, and strangely, this is probably one of the hottest Octobers and the driest Octobers we've had in a very, very long time. But we've got some. Look at this. Here's they're towing this PC-12. Who owns that? Let's see if it says. Yeah, okay. Oh no, that's just what it is. But who is the owner of the aircraft? Some of you guys might be able to look it up. Juliet Romeo Golf. So don't think we've seen this one before here, but I kind of have a sneaking suspicion that it is a local airplane. So they were just towing it over from the FBO on the other side of the field. So yeah, so as I say, we've got unseasonably warm weather, and which is great. And hey, I'd like to thank Plane Spotting Mike for the £5 donation. He says, evening here, Henry. Here's a tip for your hard work and effort. Get yourself a pint. Yes, I'd love to get myself a pint. Thank you so very much. It has to be alcohol-free because I'm working right now. But yeah, that would be good. And I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Mike. That's awesome. That is awesome. So, where was I? Okay, we've got a Isku Air taxing out here. Navajo. Heading over to Vancouver Island. Isku Air is in and out of the South Terminal quite often. We do see them, several times on each show, I think. So, how is their load this morning? Let's see if we can look at that. It's hard for us to see in the cabin, isn't it? Windows are tinted, so we can't really see what their load is. Ooh, and look what we have on the other side of the field, guys. Is that a new bird for us? Let me just zoom in on the Reggie. The Reg on that, you guys can see it. Papa Sierra Juliet. Looks like a new machine, maybe. Again, we've got some paint loss up top there on the top of the fuselage. So you guys might be able to tell me, is this a brand new airplane? Charlie says he's got a Qatar 777 straight over his house, heading to Manchester. Wonderful. Karen Monson, hello. Let's see oh yeah, Dreamliner vibes on the paintwork. Yeah. Well, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. It's just, I thought, is that something they've added on? It's mega paint loss, but I was thinking, who knows? It kind of looks like the Qatar special scheme, so I don't know. And we've got a WestJet Q400 on the taxi out, but I'm just going to make an adjustment here. 1 second, guys. I want to make my iPad a little bit more visible for me. Here we go. So, let's see. Hang on. Back to YVR's page here on Flight Radar. I just kind of
hit the wrong thing on flight radar. So I've just got to get myself back to YVR. So give me a second, guys, so I can figure out what the heck's going on in the loop and figure out where this guy's heading to. Okay, so our Q400 that is taxied by is heading to Kelowna. It's the Westjet 3320. Behind it, we've got a Westjet heading to Toronto as well. So now that I'm back in the saddle, we just had our... Well, this is our regular caravan arrival. It's a courier machine that parks right here beside us, so he's got to clear the runway, and then we can get our Q400 dispatched. So yeah, this one, I think this is operated by the guys out of Toronto. What the heck is their name? Tip of the tongue phenomenon. But yeah, it's a Toronto-based operation, but they have aircraft based here for courier work. So, but there, let's go get the Kelowna guys. There it is. On the roll. Oh, he's up early. Early rotation. That's kind of nice. Let's get those gear in transit, guys. There they go. Climbing beautifully into the still Thursday morning air. It's still. Isn't that right? And then we've got the Westjet. Oh, hang on. We've got our caravan that's on the move. Hello, John Fezza. John Fezza's in the house. Thank you for joining us, John. Caravan, Gega, and the Westjet 37's waiting at the button. This guy's going to park just right here on the at the hangar that's right there. He's just going to do a little loop, and then he's going to park right there. And now I've got the Westjet that's turning onto the active. So I'm just going to slowly bring the camera around. Oh, we've got the Isku Air departing first. So where is it? There's Isku Air heading over to Vancouver Island. Gear in transit. Looking good. Nice color scheme on that Navajo, I must say. Okay, let's now. I've tightened up. Yeah, so those of you that were watching our Tuesday show, the screws came loose on the bottom of my tripod head and it went wonky right at the very end of the show. So anyhow, I gave them a hell of a good tightening as soon as I got home, and I think we're okay. I've also brought my backup tripod, so I think we're going to be okay for. We've got good tripod redundancy. Ooh, look at that Beech 1900 landing, beautiful. You can see lights right in front of us. He'll be taxiing in right here within minutes. So but I'm just going to bring the camera around to the Westjet 37, which is, I believe, going to be turning onto the active here momentarily. So just bear with me, guys. There he is. Yep. And hang on a second. Where is he? Where did he go to? There he is. Yeah. And this guy's heading to Toronto as the Westjet 710. Hello, Jeff. Jeff in Massachusetts. Good to see you here in the house. So Jeff just gave us the heads up on the 776. I asked about the status on it, so I'll read it out to you here once this Westjet departs. But Jeff, thank you for looking that up for me. I appreciate that. So Westjet is busting a move this morning nicely. We'll go tight. Even tighter. There he goes. Let's see if we can get to V1. Yeah, we got V1, guys, right before he cleared the building there. our luck. Oh, we've got another flare on the move. Some flares coming out for departure. It's a nice scheme, isn't it? This scheme's grown on me. Initially, I didn't like it. I just thought it was too simplistic. But you know what? It's, as I say, I really do like it. So, and there's our Beach 1900 coming into the south side here. I'm glad he's not going to park right in front of me, because it does get on the tad noisy side. And where's there we go. Let's get our flare. Just going to get our flare. So Jeff was talking about Air Norse surviving. Yeah, I read it. Somebody did a report on their flying in their business class. I think they paid about $500 from London to New York for business class, and I was impressed for what they got for $500 one way. So I was even thinking, one day I'd like to fly Norse myself. Yeah, it's getting noisy, and he's going to run those engines for a while, so I'm going to put my double earplugs in here once this... Yeah, there, thank God. Thank God, yeah, there. I mean, I like loud engines, 748, Viscount, Vanguard, Tynes, but those engines, when they're loud, aren't my cup of tea. They're just, yeah. Maybe I'll change, in 20 years, if I'm still on the planet, I'll have a different view on that, but... There's flare. Notice that we have less heat distortion, guys. I mean, it's all atmospherics, right? So let's see what the Regia is on this guy. Fifla. So, but yeah, looks good. Nice looking scheme, for sure. Hello, Peter Kula. Waters, Kai K, Matt Smith. Yeah, so this is our weekly Vancouver show. We do the Vancouver live stream here from YVR every Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Generally every Thursday, unless I'm traveling or the weather's absolutely pants. But generally every Thursday I'll be here streaming, bringing you guys all the fabulous action here from YVR. But I also do a pop-up show, which is a bonus show. That's weather dependent, and that is generally on a Tuesday. And from the other side, it's usually an arrivals show, but our light is changing. The days are getting shorter and shorter, so we may just mix that up. We might move our bonus show to the weekends as well as the days change. So that's, again, the bonus show is just going to be a bonus show. It's going to be completely fluid as to what it is, where it's filmed, and when we decide to lay it on. So, but generally speaking, you can count on us being here Thursdays at 11 o'clock in the morning Pacific time. If you don't want to miss our shows here on Airliners Live, hit the if you're not already a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. You'll get a notification when we're about to go live, and you can ignore it or you can tune in and check out what we're going to be presenting. So our head office, if you will, is in Manchester Airport, and Andy and Martin do the live shows from Manchester on Wednesday, and the Super Sunday show on Sunday, of course. And then John Fezza does a flight simulator show on Monday evening UK time. So hit the subscribe button if you've not already subscribed to our channel, and you won't miss any of our shows, unless you need to, but we hope you won't. See if he can get to V1 before the building. Come on. V1. He was heavy. He was a bit heavy, guys, but it's okay. It's all cool. We're just going to gently move up to our roof puncture point. We're going to wait for him because he's going to present himself right behind that tree, which I hope one day somebody will chop down. But until then, we're just going to wait here and hang out until he presents. Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, he's there. As he thunders out of YVR. Climbing into the Stratus. Yeah. Isn't that nice? Okay, back to terra firma. And let's see what's happening over at our beloved Airliner. I never get tired of seeing this old girl perform. Never. I'm so grateful that we have it here. Some bloke who travels a lot. Thank you so much for your £2 donation. It's very kind of you. He says, evening all, hope everyone is good. I think we are. I can speak for myself, and I hope most of you guys are also doing fantastic. So, now, back to Jeff in Massachusetts. Jeff told us about the... we've got Tayfuntuz. Greetings from Turkey. Great stream. Flare 737 looks like a mouse. Okay, well, hoş geldiniz to Tayfunuz. We'd like to welcome you here. All of our Turkish friends are very welcome on the channel, so it's always great to see people from Turkey watching our show. Let's have a look here. Jeff in Massachusetts gave me the heads up on the that aircraft. So let's see if I can find that. Now it's getting a little bit behind here, guys. So where was that? Okay, so Jeff in Mass says, Henry, the Cargojet 767 is ex-Neos. It was converted at Tel Aviv in 2022, ferried to Cargojet on July the 5th, and entered service on July the 19th. So it's been around. Thank you, Jeff, for that, by the way. That's awesome. Not sure I've seen it. Maybe I have. Maybe I've just got too many airplanes in the brain. So, but it's nice to have it here for sure. And who else? Do we have any other people from Turkey? Clayton Y is joining us from New Zealand. Hi, Clayton. Great to have you here. Yeah, Neon Moose 456. Thanks for joining us. Mark Corrigan. Go Canucks. Yeah, is there a Canucks game? Was that yesterday, maybe? I think. Maybe, yeah. A friend of mine is a huge Canucks fan, and I think that might have been last night. I don't follow organized sports, but I certainly do hope our team does well. Melky Stoddart says, very often it used to fly in the 146 with Air UK. Their cabin crew is good. Well, yeah, last time I flew in a 146 that was out of London City would have been 2018. And I did several round trips on CityJet over to Dublin. It's like 35 pounds each way. And I did it, I believe, both in 2017 and 2018, and I just loved it. And spent a few hours in Dublin. Didn't even clear security, just hung out at the gate area. Went to the lounge. I have a Premium Plaza lounge pass, and I'll miss those days, but maybe I can do it on a different aircraft. So let's have a look. We got something taxiing out here. Something is so WestJet Q400. I think he's arriving though, because he's got his engine feathered. So I don't think he's a departure. I don't think he'd be taxiing for departure with one engine shut down. But what do I know? What do I know? We'll just see what happens. But dollars to donuts, he's going to turn into the gate area, which I think he's going to do right there. So yeah, he's gate bound. He's gate bound, guys. And we've got a Lynx Air on the field, so that's very cool. And we've got Tigis Gorgon joining us from the Netherlands, and Karen Monson, who says that on the radio, the Wild have their first game tonight. I'm from Minnesota, so the Wild pardon my ignorance. Wherever they're from, I'm wishing them good luck. So we've got Becky Davies and Steve T. Hi, Steve. Who else have we got in the house? Yeah, Neon Moose is joining us from the UK. And what else can I tell you guys? Becky Davies is joining us from Shrewsbury, Shropshire, UK, Midlands. Susan Duncan is here. Hi, Susan. Thank you for joining us. I Got Cookies. Great. I Got Cookies had a nice comment there. She says, I noticed, I was going to say, noticed this one was starting. Okay. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a busy day today here at YVR. Definitely between 1 and 2 o'clock, we're going to have, again, quite a lot of departures. I think we've got about 40 or 50 departures just in that 1 hour, guys. So it will be fun. It will be busy. And we do have a Vancouver-Toronto Air Canada 787 taxiing out. It's the Air Canada 112. So let's just move our trusty eyepiece over to that, because I do see him. There it is. So this aircraft's heading to Toronto, Air Canada 112. And I do have my radio. I haven't forgotten about it, but I will turn it on here momentarily, guys, and we'll just listen to what's happening on the tower. There we go. Radios are live.
Jazz 55 ground taxi, hotel limited.
Yeah, not the heat distortion's not too bad yet, anyhow. Not too bad. This is in the old toothpaste scheme, as they call it. I guess it'll get repainted soon. Oh, speaking of getting repainted soon, guys, I have something interesting to tell you. On our Tuesday show, we had an Air Canada 777 operate with a strange flight number from Vancouver direct to Singapore. So what I found out is that was a ferry flight. So I can only guess it was going for maintenance. I don't believe it was a cargo flight. I think it was probably just heading over to Singapore, and maybe they're doing some heavy maintenance on the aircraft. But yeah, so it ferried out as a maintenance flight. Maintenance flight only. Here's Central Mountain coming in. Just landed. So yeah, that was interesting though. I knew something was wonky with it. It's not often that you see a large Air Canada flight depart YVR. Look how short that looks. It looks short and stubby. Because I'm now used to the stretched versions of this aircraft. That is very short and stubby looking for a 787. Isn't that kind of like a DC-910 or a 737-130 for those of you that know what those are? Again, that just shows...
Canada 112 Heavy, ready. Canada 112 Heavy, tower, you ready with no delay? That's affirmative.
So
112 Heavy, okay, take it on the roll, please. Traffic's turning final back at 5 miles. Contact departure airport.
Wow. It's been...
We'll take it on the roll, approach from the Air Canada 112 Heavy, thank you.
It's clear.
112 Heavy, actually, just noticed you want Delta 9. Let's cancel the takeoff clearance. Hold short, Delta 7. We'll get this lander down, then you'll be first to go.
I thought the same thing. I thought it was a bit too quick. They're going to hold him. Oh, guys, stand by. We've got a Central Mountain oddball coming in here. Central Mountain Beach 1900D. I think is this a regular one? Might be. I'm glad they killed those engines quick because it's noisy. Even though I'm wearing my large headpiece for my microphone, it's still a noisy piece of kit for sure. And look at this, they're towing a... Have you ever seen a turbine otter go backwards? Oh, you have now. There's the special truck. I think you guys have an emoji for that, do you? Maybe? This is a Vancouver absurdity or unique thing. Isn't that cool? That's especially that truck. I know you guys like seeing that. Bloody fuel truck. Oh, crikey. Talk about lots of clutter. There we go. Yeah, isn't that neat? Yeah, it's going backwards. We like to go forwards in our show, though, right? So, but c'est la vie. It's at least we're able to pan the camera down towards the Air Canada stubby 787. That's just sitting right there. So what is transition? That's a nice transition for us, actually. There we go. Now we can wait for what's going to happen. Nabila says Henry is not in a good mood. Well, no, I'm in a great mood, actually. I'm super comfortable. I'm happy. The weather's good. Gregor Grotmeier says, hello from Amsterdam. Always good to have our Dutch friends with us. Wojtek CYVR, good morning. What is the more exiting takeoff, or what is more exciting, takeoff or landings? Okay, well, I like them both myself. Oh, and here comes our lander. This is what the Air Canada has been waiting for. This guy. So, there he is.
Canada 112, tower at Delta 9. Line up, runway 26 left.
There we go.
Delta 9, line up 26 left, Air Canada 112, everything.
So he's been...
Tower, wind 2504, depart the river westbound, your discretion.
He's been cleared to line up, the Air Canada. So we're just going to let this guy settle down, and now we're going to go back and watch Air Canada line up on the active, because he's on the move. He's busted a move, guys. So...
2 left, reverse to hotel, contact ground 127.
There it is. He's moving. That's it. Passengers are now off the central mountain.
Departure, take off, runway 26 left.
So Air Canada's cleared for departure. You just heard it with your own ears. And he went down, he took the extension down to an extra 500 feet there. So we're going to lose him behind the fence, which does happen, right, when they take the...
112 heavy tower, cleared takeoff, runway 26 left. Contact departure report. Departure in the Air Canada's 116.
Yeah, when they take that 500-foot extension on the runway, they're obliterated by the fence for the most part. So we're just going to have to roll with the punches here. It's not often they do that, so, but whatever.
Parking Lima, please. 2227 and 1400 on the fuel, thank you. Aircraft will be going back to Hardy later on with you guys on board. Okay, I'll let her know.
Tower passes 604, clear the visual to 6 left, line 1. That's 604 Vancouver Tower, clear to land, runway 26 left. Clear to land, 26 left, passes 604.
We'll go tight. We'll go tight. Try to catch him at V1 there. No worries, guys. We're just going to pan up, gently pan up, and we're going to wait for him to burst forth. Where he does burst forth, which is about right, usually right there at the tree. So we're waiting to pounce.
I guess I flock of snow geese on the barge there for Canada 112. Sorry, no snow geese? A large flock. Large flock, okay, thank you, sir.
So apparently there's a large flock of geese that they've told that aircraft to look out for. So yeah, feathered variety of birds, the non-metal ones. Isn't that interesting? That's part of the challenges of flying on the coast. We do have a lot of birds on the field, or in the close proximity of the field anyhow. So yeah, they're just now doing the turnaround on the Central Mountain Beach 1900. Terry Edwards, thank you very much for gifting one Airliners Live membership, Terry. That is very kind of you. And Nathan 330, thank you so much for your £5 donation. Nathan says he loves the Dreamliner. Well, again, that's very kind of you, Nathan. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And some bloke who travels a lot, thank you very much for the £2 donation. Good evening.
I just wanted the outbound breakdown.
Nabila D says she loves Ukraine. Sue Major. Flow 604. What else have we got here? So somebody says, is this a 7878? Well, it's the original 787. So, what I believe it is it was a 7878 versus a 9 or a 10. Flow 604 says, I was driving through Charles de Gaulle and boom, I saw the 747 in white and orange tail, and it was one of the last 200s in the Georgian Airlines scheme. Okay. That's a... So some bloke who travels a lot made a £5 donation, which is also very much appreciated. And he says the biggest problem with loud aircraft is they're not loud enough. Well, yeah. Well, you must be like me, a fan of the 707s and DC-8s, Stage 1 pure jets. Another Beach 1900 is presenting itself. Just landed. Well, if you like loud aircraft, maybe you had an opportunity to visit the Bruntingthorpe Cold War Jets shows when they used to happen at Bruntingthorpe. I made it there once, and I was the guest of Dave Walton, the fellow who owned the airfield. And I filmed on board a lot of the classic aircraft, but I'll never forget, they did a live engine run with the Lightning. They chalked it, and they did, took it up to, max power and afterburner. So that was loud. I mean, I had like double earplugs, and you could feel the vibration. The ground was shaking. That is probably the loudest aircraft I've ever heard in my entire life. And we were standing about, I don't know, a few hundred feet away from it, something like that. Everybody had fingers in ears and plenty of warnings for ear protection when they did that. But yeah, I don't know if today in 2022 you can still see or hear a Lightning, English Electric Lightning afterburner demonstration. Do they still do that, guys? Certainly not at Bruntingthorpe, but maybe somewhere else. Yeah, that was just unbelievable. MG John, thank you very much for the £5 donation. Malky Stoddart says, Tridents were loud, Tupolevs, oh yeah. Love Tupolevs, right? Oh my God, it's the school bell alarm ringing of the engines, the out of sync ringing of the engines. I just love it. Just love it. I miss my Tupolevs. The IL-62 is also a fabulous piece of kit. So here we have a Beach 1900, a Pacific Coastal.
In a second, I just want you to know it's delayed till 45.
Oh, sorry, guys. I called that a beach. What did I call it? Yeah, it's a Beech 1900. It's a Beech 1900. I'm thinking I've got Russian aircraft or Soviet era aircraft on the brain. This guy's going to taxi in nicely.
Okay.
Isn't that nice? Looks like beautiful, right? If you were taking color slides, that's your 35mm Kodachrome right there. Side profile, 3/4 light. Looks mega nice. Yeah, I guess he's waiting for the marshalers, so.
That aircraft you canceled with us?
What?
Yeah, we had to do an aircraft swap. We had spend a little bit too much time in trail.
Yeah, they're refueling our Central Mountain right now. So yeah, some bloke who travels a lot, another 2 pounds. You're very generous. Appreciate that, some bloke. He says, I camped at the end of London Gatwick. It was all loud. Okay. I haven't spent enough time at Gatwick, actually, myself. Lonnie Davis, thank you very much for gifting the One Airliners Live membership. Very kind of you. Thank you, Lonnie. And again, Mr. MG John, 5 pounds. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody on the donations. Terry Edwards, yes.
Carson 511 Medevac, Vancouver Tower, clear to land, runway 26.
We got a Medevac. So we got a Medevac inbound, guys. I'm going to watch for it, and I'll turn the camera around once we've got that. Ali says, good morning from Holland. Hello, Ali. Nice to have you with us. Thank you for coming to our show and having a look. Right this moment, we've got the refueler putting the fuel into the Central Mountain Beech 1900D. That's right in front of us. He's almost finished with his job, I think. And again, I'm watching the runway here, 26 left for our Medevac arrival. So eyes are peeled. I've got one airplane on the Beech 1900, and I've got another eye on the approach. So there we go. And let's see here. That was a Beech 1900C. CCC. Yes, the one that the first one that came in, or the one that we just saw without the high roof, that was a standard Beech 1900. This one that we're looking at right now is a D model because it's got the stretched upper deck, so you don't have to walk inside the cabin like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Short hotel. Canada 297 ground taxi by hotel limited apron. Hotel limited apron or Canada 297.
Okay, guys, we got something setting up on approach, but I think it's coming in on the other side. Yeah, on the other side we've got Air North, but that's okay. You know what? I'll do my best. I'll do my best to show you guys the Air North. I mean, yeah, it'll be a bit distant, but we've got nothing to lose, guys. Absolutely nothing to lose. I thought I had visual. Yeah. He's...
Canada 297 on the apron via dash 8 southbound. Crossing in front of you, just give way to them. We'll give way to the dash 8 or Canada 297.
There it is. It's distant, right? That's okay. That's all good. In the hood. As soon as... Yeah, I'll try to pull him in. Inbound from Whitehorse. It's a decent scheme. And our Medevac arrived, actually, so but we've got another aircraft on the other side as well, behind it. It's Japan Airlines in from Narita. So we can check that out. Why not? Why not? It's all, I mean, we're not going to ignore Japan Airlines 767-300, are we? I don't think so. Not when I'm on shift. Just have to let that guy clear. There it is. There's our Japan Airlines. Obviously, we're going to see him depart later today in our show. So stick around if you want to see that.
Charlie 46 left, 46.
Oopsie daisy. Beautiful stuff. And here comes our medevac. So here's our medevac. Beach 1900D model. I think that's an Alcan Air machine. I think. I think it's Alcan Air. I think they'll add titles to that. So we've got a Q400 on the move, busting a move right in front of us. Hang on. He's just right behind the Jumbolino. Bass Player, thank you very much for that £5 donation. Bass Player says the B-1 Lancer is a very loud jet. Deafening. By the way, thank you Canada for Rush. Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. Rush, what an amazing group. Just, yeah, I'm a huge Rush fan. My only regret is I never got to see them live in concert. Yeah, such an institution, Rush. I used to play guitar, and I had figured out how to play a number of their songs. 2112 Overture, the instrumental, intro to that song was fantastic. That was wonderful. Oh, we've got a BizJet on the busting a move here. There it is. Gear up. Nice stuff. Nice movement. Nice climb out. We'll let guys, we've got a heavy busting a move. Speaking of busting moves, this is Air Canada A340. Big girls heading to Montreal, of course. Air Canada 306. Yeah, but Rush, I mean, oh yeah, I could talk forever about Rush. There's so many great... on Netflix, they have some Rush shows, and they're really good. So, and also, if you head over to CBC, they have their own streaming service called Gem, and CBC Gem has some really good Rush stuff as well. So if you love Rush, check it out. I think it's called Beyond the Lighted Stage on Gem. But oh yeah, Working Man, Tom Sawyer, as I say, 2112 Overture. Okay, this is an aviation show, not a music show, so sorry about that, guys. But yeah, wow.
Contact departure 1 from Delta 7, cleared to take off, runway 26 block. Departure 1 Delta 7, cleared for takeoff, 26 block,
Okay, we've got the Q400 actually has been cleared for takeoff, so just going to gently move our camera around for the Q400. It's on the roll. Good action. We're not short of action today, guys. And we've got a Pacific Coastal departing stand here. As I say, these guys are dime a dozen, more or less. Beach 1900s operating services up the coast and over to the island and whatnot, to the interior. We're gonna let's pan the 330. There we see that the weather. The days are getting clearer. We can see the mountains nicely. What's the Reggie on him? Some of you guys know.
Canada 306 Heavy, run Delta for Delta 7, ready to go. Canada 306 Heavy, tower, contact departure airborne. From Delta 7, clear takeoff, runway 26 left.
So he's clear, guys.
Departure airborne, clear for takeoff, 26 left by Delta 7, Air Canada 306.
So he's got his permissions. He'll just turn on to the active and throttle up. And there won't be any delays rolling for this bus. This magic bus. I hear something. I hear it. What is it? I'm just going to turn my head around to see where I'm getting some jet turbine sounds. Oh, it's the Airliner, guys. It's the APU on the Airliner. So that's what that was. So this Airbus is heading to Montreal, Dorval Airport. It's going to be about a 5-hour flight. And if you're sitting up front in business class, it's a treat. Major treat. Good way to use those points. So yeah, he's cleared. He's cleared for departure. Yes, Temple of Syrinx. That's right. Thank you for the £5 donation, Slangway. Much appreciate that, sir, madam. Well, everybody, all the Misters and Misses that have made donations, thank you guys very much. So far, I think I've got everybody, but if I've missed anybody, please accept my apologies.
Gas 153 tower. Sit speed restriction cancel. Caution, jet blast. At Delta 7, Lama, runway 26. Check please, we cancel that up at runway 26, after 100.
Yeah, the light's good. Light is good. He's heavy. I don't think there's an empty seat on that aircraft. Not a single empty seat. That's my guess, guys. We're gonna wait for him right here. Yeah, she's loaded to the gunnels. I lost it though. I did lose it, guys, and I apologize. I don't know if I can zoom out. Yeah, that's it's frustrating. So I zoomed in, and if you're zoomed in, you can lose it. I wanted to be zoomed in, nice and tight. And so I didn't have to zoom in, but yeah, it just...
S517 ground taxi via Hotel Lima to Hotel Lima.
See what's going on here, guys. Let's go check our WestJet 7.
153, caution, turbulence 5 in trail of the heavy. Contact departure from Delta 7. runway 26 left.
Okay, so,
Departure of cruising code for 26.
so we've got a Q400. He's now cleared for departure to Victoria. It's the WestJet, not WestJet, it's Air Canada 8153, so he's actually moving. He's on the roll. Right there.
Charlie, line up, runway 26 left. Line up, 2605, go 205.
Got load on this 10110, 19, push start.
What's 101, go, push back and start at your discretion.
Back start,
Off to Victoria, that's about a 15-minute flight. Something like that.
Could we get 300 on PC Yankee? Yankee 30 here. Thank you.
Okay, again, I was giving us a tour. I was hanging out over on the WestJet gates.
Take off 26 left.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, it's one after another. I'm earning my my paycheck today, guys, as the saying goes. We've got another departure. It's done. That's the Beach 1900 that we just saw taxiing out. Gear up. Gear up. Attaboy. Okay, again, back to the gates. I wanted to see what's happening here, if we had any links or what else. We just want to see what's going on. Okay, so we've got a United coming our way. And this is going to be the United Airlines flight to San Francisco. It's the 2462 coming this way. Hello, David. So we're talking about the hurricanes. Yes. Jeff and Mass says seat 27A is empty. Oh, crikey. Yeah. Hello, Karen Monson. Rachel Dawes, thank you for the £1.79 donation. Rachel says, hi, Henry and everyone. This is really impressive. Well, thank you for tuning in with us. Thank you all for tuning in with us, actually. I think we've got 872 of you guys watching right this very moment, so that is nice to see. And look what I can show you guys here, guys. This is what I was watching for. Links just pushed back. So, where's he going to be heading to? He's heading to Calgary. He's the Lynx Flight 9101, and that's what I was hoping for. And we have, on approach, on the other side, flare. So while we're sitting here blabbing away, we can at least watch the flare. He's landing on 26 right, of course. So yeah, we've got a lot happening. No shortage of places to point the camera to. So as I was showing you guys, Lynx is pushing back. We've got United coming out, and even behind that, we've got what have we got behind that? We've got Air Canada's 210. It's a 737 MAX heading to Calgary. So yeah, there you go, guys. It's gonna be nice. It's good, actually. Looks like a 320, maybe, or 319.
Sorry, that was at Dallas 101 for taxi confirm. Dallas 101, runway 26 left, Delta.
It's a 319 actually.
Hotel Delta 7. 6 left, 3019 now, Golf Hotel Delta 7.
He's going behind the RJ. We can show you guys the Max that's going to come out right behind it. And then the Lynx will be number 3. So, yeah.
462 will be ready. Again? United 2462 is approaching 26 left for departure. United 2462 Tower, contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear takeoff, runway 26 left.
Oh, he's cleared.
Delta 7, clear for takeoff 26 left, contact departure airborne, United 2462.
That's it, he's already got his clearance, which is good. Yeah, so that's a 319 heading to San Francisco. Somebody's radio's wonky. I'll hold that away from the mic here. You don't need to listen to that. Crikey. Yeah, so he's got his clearance, so he just needs to...
Over 5 on the water. Thank you. Canada 210 Tower, Delta 7, on line up, runway 26 left. And Delta, whatever line up 26 left here, Canada.
Oh yeah, he got V1. He got V1. And here's our Lynx. Taxiing under its own steam. So, first of all, we've got the Air Canada that's turning onto the active right now, which is heading to, as I already mentioned what it was, it's going to Calgary. It's the Air Canada 210. So we're gonna capture that because he's actually right. He's not gonna waste time. Right there. He's got his clearance. So his jurist. It's his call when he pushes those throttles forward. We're just waiting for it. Biting our nails in anticipation. Somebody mentions Fezza cutting the grass. And we're still waiting. Yeah, I didn't bring the jackhammer. Next time. We're waiting. Come on, Air Canada. We've got 900 people here waiting for you to take off.
Air Canada 210, go runway 26 left.
Strange, because the
210 Tower, contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear takeoff, runway 26 left.
Pleasure, airborne from Delta 7, clear takeoff. Westjet Canada 210.
Well, I thought I heard a pre-clearance, but maybe I need to get my ears cleaned.
Ground Westjet 482, request push and start 21. Westjet 42, ground push back to start at your discretion. Westjet 482.
Hello, Delta 101, ready to get Delta 7.
Delta 7, line up runway 26 left.
Okay, so let's go get Lynx Air, guys, because Lynx is down there. And Lynx is about to turn onto the active, like, really fast. There we go. Heading to Calgary. Seems like only yesterday these guys had their first flight, but wow, I guess they've been operational now for about, what, 6 months almost. I hope they're doing well. I certainly wish them well, and hope they...
101, Canada Departure in the air from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left today. Takeoff,
Westjet 166, gate 17, ready for push and start.
Westjet 166, ground push back and start at your discretion.
Westjet 166.
It's a Max. Yeah. V1. We got V1 where we wanted it, guys. That's cool. We'll see if he presents around there. Yeah. Climbing nicely into the yonder. Off to Calgary, and here comes our passengers for one of the flights. Let's just have a look. We'll watch the board. Maybe it's the Avro. Yeah, this is all grizzled men. So it's the Airliner miners flight. These are our miners heading out on their crew rotations to the Avro. If there's any doubt about that. Flight attendants are leading them out. So good. It'll be would be 146 time very soon, or RJ time very soon. Yeah, Dave, I love the RJ too. This is absolutely awesome. Christopher Gorsbro is joining us from Sweden. JB Alberta says Lynx was previously Enerjet, which mostly did charters around Western Canada. That's right. Yes. They are a rebranding of Enerjet, if you will. So have a look. There's a lot of people boarding this flight. As I say, they're mostly men, mostly male, young males that are heading to the mine sites to make their the start of their shift.
Good morning, Westjet 112, gate 18, position 0, passing for better staff. Westjet 112, reference,
so, Eggpeck 6 says 6.5 hours in the AC Max yesterday. Heathrow to Halifax. Wow. It was a great flight. It's a shame my bag wasn't on it. Yeah, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm truly sorry to hear that. That is frustrating. And but yeah, that's a unique flight though, guys. You know, you can fly on a Max transatlantic from Heathrow to Halifax. So good for you, Eggpecks, for being on the flight. So yeah, Peter Carroll says they look too old. to be minors. Yeah, no, they're not minors. Oh, minors, yes. No, these guys are, not under the age of 18. They can all hoist a pint. They're minors, as in, working in the, you guys know what I mean. Coal daughter's minor, coal miner's daughter, something like that. I think you guys get the picture. They're not teenagers. So we've got a Westjet taxiing out right this particular moment. It's a 737. It's heading to Winnipeg. It's the Westjet 482, but you'll see it in the background there. There it is. This is kind of taxiing in the background. So
3517 ground taxi by Victor, runway 13 Delta, short hotel.
So we've got Brad Yerk watching from Nebraska. Thank you, Brad, for tuning into our show. Paul Hiley, my first jet flight was on an RJ100 with Flybe. Very good, Paul. It's a nice first flight memory. And we've got Stephanie Rollins is watching from YYJ, Victoria, Vancouver. Hey, thank you, Stephanie.
166, runway 26 left, altimeter 301 on air taxi via Delta 7.
It's always nice to have locals here watching our show.
Delta 7, Westjet 166.
Esta says, looking at visiting my mate in Ontario next Christmas. Hello, Ronnie Middlehurst. So I'm just going to take the camera around, guys, to the Westjet Departure in a second. So we're just going to savor the RJ PAX boarding here. Just a little bit more, because it's so nice to see passengers boarding an RJ. Live RJ ops.
The immediate, no delay around the corner, traffic 4 mile final from Delta 7, clear to immediate takeoff on 265.
We've got Lauren Howard, hello. B. Molitor from Burnaby, I think. Is it? Okay, let's get the WestJet, guys. I'm just going to move the camera around for our WestJet. And I am watching the battery, for those of you that might be curious. We're at 36%, so we're not in crisis mode right this second. And we'll just go grab our WestJet, who's turning onto the active right there. There they go.
3055 west of the roll, clear to land on 26 left. Clear line 26 left, 30, 55.
Wonder if he'll do a good V1 for us. Let's have a look. Come on, no, not quite. So, you can't win them all. Be nice to, but we can't. I think we got our last passengers boarding. So, it's almost showtime. Ooh! Gosh, we've got a WestJet new colors looking absolutely smashing. Look at that. Yeah. Beauty. Just mega beautiful. And where's he going to? He is going to Edmonton as the 166. So, wow. Looking. Oh, and on the other side, guys, we got a nice lander. Gotta share this with you. Gotta share it. It's our Korean inbound from Seoul.
Sorry, enough to fix my whiskers with just the visual 26716 for the mark. Launcher Victor Mike Whiskey Victor with Canada number 1 on 96 left.
Isn't that nice? Oh, that was sweet. Sweet. And speaking of sweet, I love the WestJet new colors, guys. It's growing on me.
Echo 1217, Vasco 3055.
That's a nice scheme. It's a beautiful scheme, actually. Wow. I just like how the colors...
Vasco 3055 is with you on Echo. Vasco 3055, ground taxi by Echo to the Echo to the Vasco 3055.
I like how the colors wrap down on the tail onto the lower fuselage.
Takeoff runway 26 left from Delta 7, Westjet 166. Good day.
Canada 114 Heavy with you. Juliet, Air Canada 114 Heavy, taxi by Juliet Hotel Delta 7.
We've got a heavy coming out.
Hotel Delta 7 for Canada 114. Westjet 112, ready taxi. Westjet 112, runway 26 left, altimeter 3019, taxi Golf Ultra to Hotel. 3019, taxi Golf Ultra Hotel, Westjet 112. I'm out 3055. Oscar 3055. There's just some debris, looks like some paper in front of us. Is there any way we could probably just get that picked up or something, or go around it? No, the apron's uncontrolled for Vasco 3055. You can maneuver at your discretion, but I will send a vehicle out there to scoop up the paper, and we'll just go around it.
That was nice.
Victor, Mike, Whiskey, clear to land, runway 26 left. Well, that's good stuff, Victor, Mike, Whiskey.
Somebody's cleared on our side for landing, guys. And here...
112, caution jet blast behind Air Canada, taxi via Hotel Delta 7.
and this,
Question, please, Air Canada, then taxi Hotel Delta 7,
this guy's heading to Toronto. This Air Canada Max is heading... Max. 787's heading to Toronto is the Air Canada 114. Air Canada 114 to Toronto. And we have a lander on this side as well.
More on the apron side than the taxiway side, so probably on apron 6 at Echo.
Meanwhile, back at the RJ, I think they're just going to stow the stairs here momentarily.
17 after Westjet 737, taxi via Delta 7. Delta 7 after the Westjet.
And our battery's at 31%. So guys, if you could hit the like button, yeah, that would be really appreciated. It takes you 1 second, and it helps our channel out. It just helps the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. So if you haven't done so, please do hit that like button and like this video. We would really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do hit the subscribe button too. So let's just have a look at the Air Canada 78, which is heading to Toronto, is the 114. And here's the lander. Yeah, the lander is Pacific Coastal, I think.
Sky 3517 at your discretion.
Just trying to see what it is. Oh, it's a bizjet, so you know it's good. I'll do that. I can do that, no problem. We'll just move our camera around. I think it's a... I can't tell what it is, but it's definitely a bizjet with winglets. It's good. Nice looking bird. Nice looking corporate iron, buckets out. Yeah, that was cool. That was good stuff. So, back to our 114 heading to Toronto.
That's Mike Whiskey, exit left on the hotel, or exit left on what you're doing now, Ultra Running 31, contact ground on 117. Over Echo Short 31, no, that's Mike Whiskey. Mike Whiskey with you, Echo Short of 31 for signature. Victor Mike Whiskey ground, cross the button to runway 31, taxi via Alpha to the apron. Cross 31, Alpha to the apron, Mike Whiskey.
RJ starting engines. Oh no, it's not an RJ, it's a Beech 1900. But the light's gorgeous.
Air Canada 114 heavy with you. Air Canada 114 on a departure in the air from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. We have a takeoff 26 left from Delta 7, Air Canada 114, thank you.
In the background, we've got a flare coming in as well, guys. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice view. Ooh, I'm getting some nice burnt kerosene smell here, guys. Oh, love it. Beautiful. We can zoom in. Yeah, getting some real nice burnt kerosene. Ugh. Yeah, B. Molitor says, so Vancouver with the North Shore Mountains. Exactly, exactly. Mike K., thank you for joining our stream. I'm glad you're liking it. Something about spilled whiskey. Missed that one. Air Canada's just about on the active. He's cleared. We heard the clearance with our own ears, so there should be no need for radio call up with tower, and there isn't. He's on. He's going. Isn't that nice with the mountains? Yeah, it is so Vancouver. But I'll tighten it up now. So now I'll not. Oh, they're starting the RJ up, but that's okay. We'll come back to that in a second. We'll just let our Dreamliner do its thing. And then we're going to come back to the RJ. So you can hear it, though. RJ starting up. Okay, RJ time. It's RJ time. We'll wait for that turbine to spin. There it goes. Oh, sweet. That's sweet.
I'm sorry, I can't answer that for you. I have no idea. Alright,
Isn't that nice? It's beautiful.
Sorry for Delta 7, take off when I see this one. Take off 26 left, Delta 7.
We're just waiting for the beacons. Oh no, we've got beacons. We've got beacons. There he is.
It's runway 26 left, altimeter 3019, air taxi by Charlie. Taxi, Charlie 26 left on Airway 22.
That was North Caribou right there on the radio.
Thanks for San Pascal 452 and Hotel 6
Pascal 452, ground taxi by Alpha to the
San Pascal 452.
How's the crew? Nice wave from the pilot. You could see me waving at him with my radio in the hand. That was nice.
1822 and Lufthansa aircraft going to be going through some maintenance.
Yeah, it was nice because I hold my radio in the left hand and I just raised it up, kind of, and he realized I was saying goodbye. So that was nice that he acknowledged that. That was really nice. So guys, the battery's at 20%, so I'm just hoping we can get this CRJ departure. That would be nice. Before the battery collapses, but I am watching it. Just FYI, right? So the RJ, you know what? I think we're gonna make it actually, because he's turning right now. So I'm gonna take a chance with the battery. Gonna take a chance that. Okay. That's him.
2010, contact departure in the air from Charlie, cover takeoff, runway 26 left, good day.
So he is cleared. He's cleared for takeoff. The battery's at 19%. I'm just going to go for it, guys. Just know that if the battery...
460 ground, taxi via Hotel Lima to the apron.
Just know that if the battery collapses, I'll change it right away, but I'm just going to try for us to get this. Battery's at 18%, so I think I'm good. I think I can do the follow-out here on him, and then we'll do our battery change. So we'll just wait. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your patience here. I do appreciate it. There it is. Are there many other streams where you can watch a regular Avro liner on the internet or anywhere? I don't think so. Don't think so. But guys, I'm going to do the battery change now, just because it's the time. So bear with me here. Let's get that done. So stand by one, guys. I'm going to do a countdown. I'll do a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, countdown, and then we will get that battery changed for us while we've got a little bit of quiet time. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll be back in a few seconds. Thank you very much. Back in the house. Okay, we did our battery change. We're back to 100%. How's everybody doing, by the way? Sorry about that. As I say, I was just kind of focused on the RJ. So, Steve T. Wow, 9 months already. Fantastic channel. Thanks, guys. Steve T, we want to acknowledge your 9-month membership. Premium Economy. Thank you very much. The channel appreciates your support. So thank you very much for that, Steve. That's awesome. So yeah, so the Avro has just departed. And starting in about half an hour, between 1 and 2, it's really, really busy here. So this is maybe you might call this the calm before the storm, something like that. Look at that! They've got the tow crew is moving they're dragging a Q400 back to the hangar, and look, interesting tractor, isn't it? Looks like it could be working in the fields. It's different. And we've got a United landing on the other side. But this is different, so I'll hold this. I think you guys would like to savor that view. Definitely different. Because it looks like a John Deere, as I say, agricultural tractor. But it's not. Transat, guys. I see Transat on the field. So I wonder if he's coming our way. Let's just go have a look. He's over at the main terminal. Thought I saw Transat. Yeah, there it is. I think that's it. Let's just see if he's actually heading out. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because he's not pinging. Flight radar doesn't see him, so he's probably just arriving and is not registered yet. So yeah, I guess he's just arriving. So c'est la vie. C'est la vie. So who else have we got in the house here? Flow 604, Ronnie Middlehurst is still here. Matt Smith. What else are you guys chatting about? Richard Rushin says, hi Henry, just down the road from you in Mission. Enjoying the unseasonable weather here in BC. Exactly. Well, that's what I was just telling everybody, that we haven't had rain in months. We didn't have any precipitation in the month of September, nor October. So we've gone at least a month and a half without a single drop of precipitation, and every day is sunny, day after day after day. Like California, it's like Southern California, I would say. You know, it's day after day of nothing but sun and warmth, sun and warmth, sun and warmth. So it is wonderful, just wonderful. It's wonderful for us people that aren't in the agricultural business, because I know that for food growing and crops and whatnot, this is not good. There's no moisture. They can't grow crops, and then we need the moisture for crop growing. And I hope it doesn't turn into I don't know. I hope it doesn't become a food crisis, because it's just. I just looked at the map the other day, and they showed a map of North America, and basically from the U.S., looking at the U.S., the United States, from the center of the U.S. all the way west, it showed all red, including here. So, which means hot, dry, and no precipitation. So, I hope we really need rain for the crops to flourish. So, although it's nice, nice for us to be out here in our shorts and t-shirts to savor the warm weather. There's pros and cons with everything. So, but who knows? Global warming, whatever. At least we'll make the best of it and enjoy the weather, and we'll have some nice shows here. So according to Loopy, we're 24 likes away from 600. So if you guys can hit the like button, that would be awesome. We've got something landing on the other side that looks weird. So I'm going to pull the Oh, it's Alaska Airlines Embraer, actually, in a weird scheme. Is it? I think. Yeah, we've seen it before. Some kind of strange color scheme for Alaska Airlines. Inbound from Seattle. So, is that a special scheme? Maybe you guys can tell me. I'm curious to know, because it's definitely not their bog standard scheme. So, let's have a look here. Okay. So, somebody mentions Aeroflot had DC-10s for 2 years. Yeah, that's right. When...
Jazz 503, ground taxi by Hotel Lima Juliet to gate 39. Hotel Lima Juliet to 39,
in the late 80s, early 90s, when during Glasnost, and when the wall came down, when Aeroflot first westernized with non-Soviet equipment, they did have, they acquired A310s for the Kai Tak route. I remember seeing them actually in Kai Tak myself with my own eyes. I think that was actually, when was that? That was about 93, 94. But yeah, even before that, Aeroflot had, they leased in some DC-10s. And I didn't see them with my own eyes. I didn't see them perform. But I do remember having them on slides. So yes, Aeroflot did have DC-10s. And of course A310s as well. So, and then they got 767-300s, I think. They were leased from various outfits in Ireland. I can't remember the names of the leasing companies off the top of my head. I don't know, could have been GPA, Guinness Pete Aviation, and others. So, yeah, the interesting period. Kevin McGurk says the 146 used to be called the Whisper Liner. Correct, because it could fly into highly built-up airports late at night. Exactly, that's true, and it also had great short field performance. Hence, it was a good aircraft for London City Airport, because it had a steep angle of attack and approach, so it could come in over obstacles and depart over obstacles, such as buildings at close proximity to the ends of the runways. And it was quiet, and it had good amount of power. I remember when I departed London City Airport with the Airliners, they would they'd hold the brakes there, they'd run the power up, and we'd just sit there, and the airplane would shake and thunder. And then they'd release the brakes, and then we'd go depart like a bat out of hell. So there you go. Samantha says 600. Yay! Terrific. Hello, Sam. Nice to see you here in the show. Hope all is well with yourself. Hope you're doing well, and Yeah, that's great. Thank you for the heads up on that, Sam. Henry, what is the website for your model aircraft book? Well, I've got it advertised on my own website. So just go to henrytenby.com, and you can, right on the homepage there, I've got a picture with a link of me showing my book, my aircraft display model website, and the book. And you can check all that out. So I published a book about collecting professional aircraft display models. These are the models that you would see in travel agencies in years past. So I wrote a value guide. It's basically a collector, investor, and appraisal guide about collecting these models. And it's about 160 pages, all color. So I've got a...
Taxi by Juliet Hotel Delta 7.
What's going on here? I don't know. They're not pushing him back. That's a Cargojet. There's a 757 and a 767 sitting there. Yeah, they're not departing until later in the day. So, but I'm sure hoping our Westjet's going to be heading out. That's our Westjet 78 is a beautiful bird. It's, I'm sure they're preparing it for departure just for you guys. Yeah, they've closed the hatch. So, let's see. You never know, right? You never know. Jim C., thank you for the 79 pence donation. I very much appreciate it, Jim. It's very kind of you. Samantha says, Dakota is well, too. That is awesome. I'm thrilled to hear that you are both well. It was good seeing you when we were in Manchester. We had good fun. And Sam and Andy took us to Witherspoon's for dinner. That was great. We had a fantastic time. And yeah, I wish we had Witherspoon's here in Canada. Here in Canada, the restaurants cost a fortune to go to. So, and we don't have the luxury of Witherspoon's. And the great value, good food, and really good value. So that's something we don't get to enjoy here in Canada. So... what else can I tell you guys? Yeah, my model book. Well, I think I've mentioned it before. I collect, as I say, the travel agent models, but I specialize in the vintage models from the 50s and the 60s. You know, the propeller models that would be in travel agencies back in the 50s, and the old metal models of DC-7s and Viscounts and Comets and Vanguards and that kind of Electras. So basically, with my model book, I laid it out. The chapters are the manufacturers. So the chapters are set up by manufacturer, such as Douglas Factory Model, Verkyle, Raise Up, Westway models, Space models. And I talk about the values of each model, the common models within those manufacturers. So that's kind of how I laid the book out. So if you're interested in the history of airlines and the history of display models and what these models are worth, you can check out my book. As I say, you can go to my website, henrytenby.com, and you can just have a meander at the book. It's a specialist thing, though, right? I mean, if you're not interested in models, then, you know, no worries. But if you do have a remote interest in models, display models, you could check it out. So what else have we got here, guys? Yeah, so I was over in Europe, as many of you guys know. I went to the Amsterdam Aviation Fair. That was about 3 weeks ago in Amsterdam, and they had all kinds of great. It's the biggest airline collectible or aviation collectible show in the world. They had over 300 tables. 1,200 people attended over the 2-day event. Guys, I'm going to put my earplugs in. Stand by one, because this is going to get uncomfortable for me here very quickly. I'm just putting in double earplugs because I do have my headphone for my headset on, but they don't. You know, it's just so loud when they run up the engines just 20 feet from here. I really do need to put my double earplugs in. So sorry about that, guys. Where was I? Oh yeah, there's a United.
02 at Saratoga. Juliet.
So we got this United heading out. Let's figure out where he's going to. He's going to Houston International Airport, Houston, as the United 2057.
Tower, you ready? Yes, sir. Yeah, 2057, contact departure in the air from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. Clear for takeoff, 26 left, United, 2057.
That's it. You guys heard it. He's cleared. Quite noisy right now, so I'm just going to wait till this Beech 1900 is not here. It's kind of hard to concentrate, talk, and pan all at the same time.
Continue taxi via Juliet, Hotel Delta, and Delta 7. Sure.
Vancouver, Golf 2 Alpha Juliet,
Pasco 105 ground, runway 26 left, altimeter 3018, taxi via Charlie, and monitor tower 01187.
2018, taxi Charlie, Pasco 105.
So we've got a Westjet coming out. This Westjet is heading over to San Francisco as the Westjet 1774. And we've also got a Max entering the departure queue here. And the Max is, let's figure that out. He's heading to Los Angeles. That's the Air Canada 554. So as I said, guys, starting in about 20 minutes is really going to get quite busy.
112 heavy ground, taxi via Juliet, Hotel, Delta, and Delta 7.
That was the guy making all the noise here. It is an airport after all. Yeah, they're noisy.
275, give way to the heavy, caution jet left, taxi via Lima to the apron.
Okay, give way to the heavy. Yeah,
So, where were we? There's the WestJet, right? Okay, so I was telling you guys about the Amsterdam show. If you collect aviation models, books, photos, slides, safety cards, pins, jackets, aircraft parts, you name it, you basically would have had a great time at the aviation fair in Amsterdam. It was a great. So, as I said, there was over 300 tables, which made it a huge show. 1,200 people in through the door, and I met with a lot of good friends, a lot of my model collector friends, and
affirmative, just widen it out on the downwind and join final about 3 miles.
We've got that Beech 1900 on the roll.
He's off the jet, beach 99 is on the roll, clear the line on 26 left. Clear line 26 left, on the left.
There he goes, up into the ether. Gear up. And that's it. And oh, here comes our another. Comes another. This is another heavy. This is the Air Canada 122 heading to Toronto. And yeah, it's gonna get busy, guys. And it's well, this is it. It started right now, so not much time for dithering about.
Caller 3106, ground taxi via Victor Hotel and Golf for gate 21.
Hotel Golf. Line up runway 17 left. Or 26 left, Westjet 1774, we're all set. 2 Bravo 1217.
So this guy is the one they're talking about right now.
Altimeter 3018, taxi via Charlie, and monitor tower there 1187.
Kevin D. Kevin, thank you very much for gifting 10 Airliners Live memberships. Kevin, thank you so very much for your support. It's great to see you here on the show with us today, as always.
Taxi via Bravo to the Cargojet Telegram, give way to the Air Canada 87, just passing Echo now, heading down the taxiway Delta. We'll proceed on to Delta and back into Apron 8. Proceed across runway 31.
See if he can hit V1, of course, before the building. Come on. It's looking good. Not quite. And here we have our Oceanside Air arriving. Scheduled flight. It's a cute looking airplane, isn't it? And then we've got our
40 on the hour, but your first time, I think somebody cut a deal. What was it?
there's our 787
Thanks so much.
heading to Toronto. It's the 122. The new colors. And we've got our we've got a lander actually, guys. So yeah, this runway is quite busy actually. Looks like this might be the PC-12 that we saw earlier today, guys, when we started the show and they towed it around. I think, maybe. No, King Air, Medevac. It's a Medevac.
520 Charlie, not a runway 26 left.
We do see these quite frequently, these Medevac King Airs. They're based here in Vancouver. They fly to points just up the coast.
Short runway 26 left. Holding short 26 left, 520 loop. Canada 554, departure airborne from Delta 750, that's runway 26 left. That was 7 clear takeoff 26 left, departure airborne again at 554.
It's a nice view. 2 for 1. Air Canada's the MAX is cleared for departure, guys. Again, Kevin D, thank you so very much for donating those 10 Airliners Live memberships. Mega appreciated. Okay, so Matthew's asking a question. When pan are there loads of high rises? When we pan to the right, yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. These high rises right there, that's where my dad lives actually. That's called Langara. And the high rises on the far right are at Marine Drive and Canby. I wouldn't say loads of high rises. There's a few. That's Langara, where my dad lives, and this is Marine Drive and Canby. And here's our MAX, busting a move. Should we go tight, maybe? We're going to pull the camera around fast. Ooh, look who's coming out. Look who's coming out. Al Nippon. Now we've got the 787 as well, guys. So Al Nippon, of course, is heading to Japan. Yeah, busy, isn't it? I am busy right now, but it's nice to be busy. Absolutely. Yes, Sam, I'll have to, yes, for your birthday, you can have my book. We'll have to organize that.
Upon 135 Heavy, continue taxi via Delta and Delta 7, monitor tower 1187 at the end.
Okay, we've got, take your pick, right? Take your pick, guys. We've got Al Nippon, or we've got Air Canada. I'm going to do the Air Canada just because it's departing right now. So, there it is. It's on the roll.
Charlie, line up runway 26 left. Line up runway 26 left, 2 Zulu. Go Zulu Papa X-Ray, Millionaire Alpha.
So he's going to clear, but I think I'm going to just, instead of what, wow. Okay, we'll wait for him. Rains it pours, guys. Either Al Nippon or Air Canada. Waiting for it.
Charlie 26 left. Charlie goes through cover, sir. Download from 113, Victor short of hotel.
So there we go.
113, ground taxi via Victor and hotel.
And here's Al Nippon looking absolutely gorgeous.
Shut 113. We're trying to further on to get a little closer. There's a Q500 waiting for Marshall Arisaki 21.
Early turn is approved, clear takeoff runway 26 left. Early turn approved, clear takeoff runway 26 left, 2 Zulu.
Oh, we've got a BizJet coming out.
No, that's a good question. We called, but we're just not seeing them yet.
Westjet 113, taxi via Hotel, Delta, and Echo for gate 19.
Yeah, Hotel, Delta, Echo, and then the 11.
So as I say, there's a we've got a BizJet coming out as well.
Charlie, line up runway 26 left. Line up runway 26 left, Zulu 5 X-ray. The Palm 135 heavy tower, Delta 7, line up runway 26 left, number 2.
Delta 7, number 26 left, riding up on the right door, number 2.
On the left turn there, contact departure 32-3. 32-3, not 2 Zulu.
So the Papa Zulu's this BizJet. It's Challenger.
Zulu Papa X-ray, contact departure airborne from Charlie, clear takeoff runway 26 left. Departure airborne, Charlie, go take out 26 left, Zulu 5 X-ray, so.
127.
push left my discretion, and then 12715 northbound, when ready. So 916.
916, Roger, and it was for 86?
82, ma'am. 82.
That was nice. Now, very quickly, guys, close your eyes. I think you're going to close your eyes because I don't want to miss this. Ah, that was too slow.
Oh, 135 heavy departure, 1.2 from way 26 left.
135 heavy, runway 26 left, that's what they call.
Okay, guys, we're just going to wait for him to clear. Should be any second. We're ready. There it is. Yeah, it was a great departure. I really enjoyed that. It was Al Nippon heading over to Japan. He's heading to Narita Airport, 787. So I'm just going to check the field to see what else we've got going on here, because as I say, it will be really quite busy, starting in about 7 minutes. So.
12612, see ya.
Okay, 12612 and 4135.
John Walters is joining us from Manchester. Hello, John. Thank you for joining our show. And let's see. Whoopi says HT at the London Stadium too, Kevin. Okay. Let's have a look here. Flow 604 likes the private jets. And we've got Lauren Howard. Let's see what else we've got happening here. Okay. Kevin D says, okay, it's halftime, so apologize for being rude and not saying hello first. Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone is keeping well. Excellent show as always, Mr. Henry. Thank you very much, Kevin.
Company pushing back at 13. When you're able, push at 14, your discretion.
Very much appreciate that, Kevin.
The company was just
I'm just keeping eyes open on the field to see what's happening next. I know it's a bit quiet right now, guys, but it will get extremely busy here very quickly. So, Owen says, guess who's on Departure Lounge on Sunday? Okay, is it yourself, Owen? Perhaps it is. Is it you and your father, maybe, I wonder? Anyhow, it was nice to meet you guys when I was in Manchester. So maybe you will be on the show. I don't know. I'm not going to... Don't say any more than that. So, Andy D says, is there much action at Abbotsford these days? Well, I haven't been to the air show since I flew there on the Dash 7 that I chartered back in 2019, and that was a lot of fun. We chartered the Air Tindy Dash 7, and we had about 30-odd passengers. Flew to Abbotsford Air Show in great comfort on board the Dash 7. We enjoyed the air show. We got back on the Dash 7 and flew back to Vancouver. Air Tenby had their Dash 7s based here, had their Dash 7 based here in Vancouver that particular summer, and they were operating fishing charters. So that was a unique opportunity. The stars aligned, and we had the opportunity to charter that aircraft. And I happen to personally know the charter manager at Air Tenby, so that helped. This summer, I contacted every single operator here in Vancouver with aircraft, and only Pacific Coastal had the decency to respond back to me that they didn't have an aircraft available, but nobody else even bothered to respond. Central Mountain Air, nothing. North Caribou, nothing. I just thought it was a bit shabby. I'm contacting them to ask if I can spend several $1,000s, and they don't even have the decency to respond. So I realize they didn't have an airplane, but I mean, when somebody contacts your business wanting to hand them a few $1,000 or $5,000, you'd think they would have the decency to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't help you this year, Henry, but try us again next year." So, but that's Canadian. That's how Canadians behave sometimes, and I find it very frustrating. Canadian on Canadian, we don't treat each other very well, and that's just the fact of life. If you were a Brit here in Canada and you made the inquiry, you might get a response, but I just find a Canadian business in particular to be very, very difficult. So Abbotsford Air Show, long story short, I was there in 19. It was great. Haven't been back since. So I don't know how it was this year. I think it was probably okay from what I heard, but I didn't hear any negative. I didn't hear any positive, so I don't know much about the Abbotsford Air Show. Because I wasn't there. So there you go. Those are my comments on Abbotsford Air Show. And we've got a taxiing out aircraft right now. It is a Calgary Departure, Westjet 114. So that's making its way down to the button. And what else have we got here? Somebody's asking a question. Ujar Gamer. Let's see if I can find a question from Ujar Gamer. Well, Anna Louise has found your channel. Do you spotted any other airports? I spotted every airport I visit, but I only do the streaming show from YVR. So, but yeah, I've been spotting at airports since 1967. Actually, my very first airport where I spotted was where I'm standing right now at this very second, probably in this very location. There used to be the main airport here at YVR was right here, and my grandmother brought me out here August of '67. So I've been spotting since August of '67 from this very location. So I love airplanes, and I do a lot of spotting, whenever I travel, and love flying on aircraft. But Airliners Live does a streaming show from their home base, which is Manchester Airport, on Wednesdays and on Sundays, Super Sunday show. So here at Airliners Live, you can watch the planes here in Vancouver and Manchester. So I kind of hope that answers your question. Let's see what else is going on here, guys. Just going to check the chat. Farhan says the Abbotsford Air Show was great before it came in airport with scheduled flights. Okay, interesting. Oh gosh, WestJet's pushing back, guys. Crikey. I gotta contain myself. I've been waiting for this all day. God, that looks good. Looks good. Yikes. It's heading to Toronto, guys, as the WestJet 714. Oh gosh, that's gorgeous. Whew. Mel asks about my tripod. Yeah, there's some loose screws. Loose screws. Yeah, I've got a few loose screws, but my tripod had some loose screws, and I tightened the hell out of them when I got home on Tuesday night. So tripod's good now. We've got the WestJet departing here at the button. It's heading to Calgary. as the WestJet 114, but I'm going to hold the 787 because we've seen a million WestJet 37s, but we haven't seen a million WestJet 78s. So I'm sorry I missed this question from Ujwar Gamer, but I just couldn't keep my eyes on all chat at all the time because it's so busy here. So I'm sorry. So I'm going to quickly take the camera around to the approach or departure. Yeah, it's getting busy, getting real busy, guys. There's a whole bunch of airplanes coming out now, one after another, like soldiers. But here's the WestJet 114 turning onto the active right there. So he's going to be out of here shortly, and then we'll go back to the 78. Larry Osborne, thank you very much for the $5 donation. I really appreciate your generosity, Larry. It's much appreciated. Thank you so much. Okay, back to the 7.8. This is beauty. Beauty. Again, Larry Osborne, thank you very much for that $5 donation. We have our WestJet here pushing back and disconnecting. He is heading to Toronto as the WestJet 714. God, that looks so nice. Wow. So Jonathan Burgess is watching from downtown Vancouver. Do you remember the airline Zoom? I flew from Cardiff to Vancouver with them 15 years ago. Yes, definitely remember. Definitely remember Zoom. They're blue 767s. But I'm going to hold the WestJet, guys, just because this is such a special aircraft. There's other things happening. We've got an American departure. There's a Delta. But again, we've seen those lots, but we haven't seen this lot, so it's a bit distorted there. We're going to hold this just because it's so beautiful.
Express 311 10265 landing spot your description. Charlie's on the water. Hello, Charlie, thank you.
That's great, Jonathan, that you're watching from downtown. By the way, Jonathan, if you're new to our channel, why not hit the subscribe button? You'll get a notification whenever we're live, and you can decide if you want to watch or not. But yeah, that would be awesome if you could subscribe.
Section 38, Roger, you'll see a dash 8 off the right-hand side, they'll wait for you. 156, ground taxi by a hotel and hold short of Lima.
Oh, thank God I've got my earplugs in. Central Mountain's starting up right now, so I am so grateful I've got my earplugs in. Mega grateful.
156, company is waiting for Marshall Island 40. Device to be bringing in by the flying in the design of your choice. I'm showing you pretty 38.
blown, guys, by the that Beech 1900, and my umbrella's going inside out. So bear with me. It's blown my tripod off kilter. Just give me a second. I'm going to have to reestablish. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, missed it. I couldn't find it, unfortunately.
Negative, sorry, you guys
that was subpar.
Kilo, which is coming in from Belakula at approximately 340, and taking that to trip. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it was. I'm sorry, guys. That was subpar. Definitely subpar. Having my umbrella blown inside out and the camera almost blown off the tripod by the Beech 1900 just kind of threw me a bit off. So I'll have to regroup. I'll have to dust myself off and just it is what it is. It's just it's an airport, and all these things have to be contended with. And we're the extra furniture here. So. Okay, so we've got a Flare 737. He's just been cleared for departure.
Charlie, line up
Oh yeah, we might get an early rotation out of this guy. He certainly yanked that control column back. I think he did, because I thought I saw the nose just kind of, lurch up there in the roll. So let's see if he actually produces himself right there. We'll be watching for him. Yep, he did.
344 Vancouver Tower, 2508. Land runway 26 left.
That was nice. And Pacific Coastal's on the roll. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch him. Maybe. Yeah, we did. Beach 1900D. Up he goes into the ether as well. Okay, how's our battery? Our battery's at 66%, so I think we're kind of okay for the time being, guys. And there's our Transat at the gate. And just trying to see what's going on here. Yeah, temporarily it's quiet right now, but it won't be for long. It'll definitely get busy, I guarantee you that. So what else can I tell you guys? Oh, well, hang on. Their passengers are deboarding, so we can watch that. Yep, coming off their Beach 1900 flight from wherever. These aircraft don't show up on the Flight Radar 24, so I can't really tell us where they're coming from and going to. I don't know why they don't participate in Flight Radar. Maybe you guys know, but I just kind of know that they fly to points that are close into British, Vancouver and southern British Columbia. So, well, what else can I tell you guys? Paul Hughes says he hopes I'm okay. No, I'm okay. It's just that when that last Beach 1900 taxied off stand, I got the prop wash here. So it basically blew my tripod back on its feet, like it was standing up on one foot kind of thing. And the umbrella that I'm under, to keep the sun off me, it went inside out, Mary Poppins style in the rain. So I wasn't sure if I had to take my hand off the tiller and just hold the tripod on the ground, and also hold the umbrella to prevent it from actually ripping off my tripod. So then I had to put everything back in order, all while the WestJet was maneuvering at the end of the runway. So as I say, there's nothing I can do about it except just recover. But it did cost us a nice WestJet 787 departure. So, and here we have this guy coming in again. I think we've seen this earlier today, the Pacific Coastal Beach 1900 in the white scheme. But yeah, they only do flights, as I say, within very close proximity of here. So you get the same airplanes in and out over the course of a few hours.
344 exit on hotel and contact on 12171 off.
So what else can I tell you guys? The weather forecast remains severe clear, with no let-up in sight. We have no precipitation at all in the forecast. So I guess the month of October will be, it'll go down in the record books as the hottest, driest September ever in British Columbia, I think. Unless we get a huge amount of rain that kind of shows up out of nowhere, but it doesn't appear to be the case. So, what else can I tell you guys here? I'm the only guy in the observation deck right now at the moment. Oh, here comes a Beaver, guys. Here comes a round engine Beaver. Yeah, wow, this is nice. This is nice. He's going to taxi. Oh. He's going into the engine run-up bay. He's going to... Okay, well, we can let him do his engine run-up. Wow, it's different though, guys. It's different. Well, we'll watch his run-up. I'm good with that. If you guys are good with that, get your earplugs. Gonna get noisy. Gonna get noisy.
Whiskey later on for Penticton.
Come on, we want more than that. to push that throttle right to the stops. The airplane needs to shake like hell. That's not a proper run-up. Come on. It's kind of anticlimactic. We just need some major noise here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's rock that round engine. I'm just keeping my yapper shut so that we can try and savor the nice sounds of that Pratt & Whitney. Well, guys, it's kind of a bit quiet, so I'm just going to watch something else, right? Because he's gonna, I guess, not be running up his engines quite as loud as I had hoped for. There it goes. As soon as I pull the camera off him, of course, he runs it up. Let's see if he can get that going. There's my tripod right there in the center. That's my tripod, not my tripod, my umbrella. That's beautiful, looking nice, isn't it? Beautiful. I mean, amphib beavers, there used to be so many of them here in Vancouver, and there's a few around. There's a few, but you know, in the 70s and 80s, there were just dozens. Really, Vancouver was Beaver City, but not anymore. Not anymore, unfortunately. We have a few, as you can see, but I think Alaska is where the beavers are now. Okay, guys, so we've got an Air Canada 78. We've got an Air Canada Max going to Montreal. It's the 308 down at the button of the runway. There it is. Yeah, I have to have the umbrella. It just makes it much easier to film, because then I'm not standing under the sun, and the camera, the back of the camera, the eyepiece is a lot more easy to view with being under shade.
Number 2062, tower, continue approaching the 1, runway 26 up. Got 276, Delta 5 available if you want it, line up point, runway 26 left, let's be careful.
We'll take Delta 5, line up your weight, runway 26 left, speed cancel, Delta 27.
276, contact departure Airborne.
Oh, guys, we got an Air Canada arrival on the other side.
Beaver, Golf Romeo, Delta Romeo Tower at Charlie, long way, runway 261.
Okay, and then we've got a Q400 that's already on the roll, guys. Fast and furious here. Fast and furious.
Romeo, Delta Romeo, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left, and for pit windows, we'll bring you by the north side.
Hey, the Beaver's there, guys. The Beaver's there.
Heading 360.
Alright, clear takeoff 26 left and the right turn heading 360 from Romeo Delta Romeo.
Roger, and caution turbulence from the departed dash 8. Romeo Delta Romeo. United 1874, Delta 7, line up, wait, runway 26 left, be ready to go.
I'm away 26 left, Delta 7, already United 1874.
Just maybe on the left side of the control tower, make the right hand turn left. Sounds good, we'll find out. United 1874, contact departure airborne, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left.
Clear for takeoff 26 left, departure airport United 1874.
That was something, guys. That was something. We have never seen that. We have never seen an amphib Beaver take off at Vancouver on our show. So that was a first, guys. DHC-2 Beaver, 1950s. Float plane built here in Canada. It just departed before our very eyes on amphibs. Super rare to see. I hope you guys liked it, because it really made my day. It's just beautiful, and so Canadian.
Romeo Delta Romeo, traffic off your right side, helicopter. They will be orbiting right where they are, and not a factor for you.
Contact for Romeo Delta Romeo,
And this guy is heading to.
Contact tower 12402. 2402, 1200 is Romeo Delta Romeo. Summit 2062, clear to land, runway 26 left. Clear to land, 72062.
Hey, we've got Summit landing on this runway, guys. He's cleared to land. That means excitement. Oh, it's a Dash 8. Holy moly. Holy moly, guys. Summit is coming in here. Wow. I'm stoked.
Falcon 183 at Charlie, line up, wait, runway 26 left. Line up, 26 left. Alpha 2, contact ground 1217. Alpha 2, contact ground 1217, 72062.
No, this is nice, guys.
183, contact departure airborne from Charlie, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left.
As I told you guys, it's getting super busy. That's a look at this. We've got a 787. We've got Air North. We've got 3 airplanes piled up down here. It's really, really busy. Now, the 787 is, I'm just going to check my flight radar. It is heading to Incheon, Seoul Airport. Wow, it's heading to Korea. Oh, we've got a Medevac. That's now busting a move. Right there.
Air Canada 240 tower, Delta 7, line up, wait, runway 26 left, you about a 2-minute delay in position, 5 bar spacing.
Okay, my voice
So yeah, so it's now this is we're getting into our busy time. So this guy's heading to Seoul. Down at the button of the runway right now, we've got another Air Canada turning onto the active. It's going to Edmonton. It's the Air Canada 240. So wow, holy moly, it's as I predicted. Excuse me. As I predicted, unbelievable stuff, guys. So who have we got here? We've got Luca's RDU Aviation. I said your name. Hope you're happy with that, Luca. We've got John H, Andy, Susie B. Yes, I recorded the Beaver takeoff. Absolutely. So that I'll be sending the clip to Andy and Martin, and hopefully we'll be able to share that because that was something super special. And down at the button, we've got our MAX departure. We're going to zoom in and get that right now. And by the way, the battery is 53%, so we're all good on that. We are good on that. But yeah, I'm still coming down from the high of watching that the Amphib Beaver takeoff, and we even got the engine run up. So there's a whole sequence of video there for us to put together a clip, which we will release, and you guys will be able to enjoy it over and over. But again, I mean, we've been running these streams for 6 months now, and that's the first time we've seen an Amphib Beaver takeoff. I'm sure it's maybe happened before, but we haven't seen it. That's all. So, come on, we're.
First 5205 tower, equipment downwind, land westbound on the river at your.
Yeah. I don't want to miss this either, so.
Air Canada 240, contact departure airport, equipment takeoff, runway 26 left. 200 tower at Alpha 7, line up, wait, runway 26 left.
Line 737, line up and wait, runway 26 left.
So yeah, see, it's like really quite busy now. We've got the flare down there. We've got the 37 on the roll. There's flare. I wonder if this guy will rotate before the building. We'll have to see. Maybe. He might. If we're lucky. Not quite. But look who's coming out. Without winglets, 737-400, no winglets. It's a classic, beautiful classic. We've got two airplanes turning up on the active, so we'll just go get the flare right now because he's about ready to push those throttles up and commence his roll. I think I heard him with clearance. Clearance.
200 contact, departure airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. Clear for takeoff, runway 26 left, there 220, contact, departure 1 airborne. Air Canada 063 Heavy, tower at Delta 7, line up, wait, runway 26 left.
Stop and wait, 26 left, Air Canada 063, Delta 7.
Okay. And meanwhile,
Air Canada 063, contact departure airborne, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left.
Clear for takeoff 26 left, departure in Air Canada 063.
and Air Canada turning onto the active. What do you guys think? Is it busy enough for you? Because it's so busy, I need 2 cameras, I need 4 sets of eyes, and 8 hands.
S399, tower, caution, jump left, at Delta 7, line of wait, runway 26 left, 6 speed canceled, short delay, wait turbulence.
Line of wait, 26 left, short delay,
Okay, good afternoon, turn up for the west side off the river. Oscar Charlie November, tower, Roger, Beaver, mid downwind there for the a westbound landing. At your discretion, take off westbound. Hey, what's the slide now? We're access 5205, beaver slide westbound now.
Got my river landing, that was the 525.
So I'm going to move the camera up, guys. Look, Seoul, they're coming out as well. Korean's coming out, but before that, we got a lot of action to cover, for sure.
Jazz 399, hold in position. Amendment to your SID, climb 3,000, balance of clearance unchanged.
There it is.
Position on the departure 3,000 balance unchanged.
Jazz 399, read back correct.
Beautiful climb out too. So we've got Korean, we've got Air North. I don't have the time actually to look at the flight radar, but I do know that the Air North is heading to Whitehorse, most likely. So let's have a look here. I'll see if I can check it out. Air North is going to, it's going to Whitehorse. It's the Air North 554. We've got two Q400s also on the runway there. The first one is right here, right behind.
Contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff runway 26 left.
That's him.
Clear for takeoff 26 left, departure near Jazz 399.
Air North 554, tower right, Delta 7, line up weight, runway 26 left. Amendment to your SID, climb 3,000, balance of clearance unchanged. Delta 7, line up 554, read back correct.
And of course, here comes Korean. Oh, it's a cargo bird heading to Seoul.
Contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff runway 26 left. Jazz 345, tower Delta 7, line up weight, runway 26 left. Amendment to your SID, climb 3,000, balance unchanged, SID speed cancel.
Step 7 off 1, line up weight 26 left, climb maintain 3,000 balance unchanged, Jazz 345.
Jazz 345, read back correct.
Wow. That was nice. That was really nice. And of course, we've got another 787. We've got Korean. So this is the busyness that I promised you guys. I was not lying. It's really busy.
Jazz 345, contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff runway 26 left.
Clear takeoff 26 left, Jazz 345.
Jazz 319, tower Delta 7, line up weight, runway 26 left. SID speed cancelled. Amendment to your SID, climb 3,000, balance unchanged.
Yeah, line up and wait, runway 26 left, climb 3,000, balance unchanged, Jazz 319.
Jazz 319, read back correct.
It's looking gorgeous, this Korean.
Oscar Jazz 6, Vancouver Tower, cleared left base number 1, runway 26 left.
Base number 150, left base 126, Oscar
Wow, even I'm amazed with how busy it is.
Jet 319, contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. Contact departure 1 airborne, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left from Delta 7, Toronto. Korean Air 278 Heavy, tower at Delta 7, line up and wait, runway 26 left. Line up and airline 26 left by Delta 7, and request 1080 1. Sorry, Korean Air 278, say again? Request 1080 1, Korean Air 278. Korean Air 278 and ADP 1 departure is approved. Roger, Korean 278.
Wow, this is non-stop action, guys. Non-stop action. And look who's coming out. It says, can't quite read it. Honoring trust.
278, contact
No.
airborne, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left.
I cannot. I'm just going to zoom in so I can read that. Honoring those who serve. Okay, very nice. Very nice. So it's a special scheme. It's a logo jet. And there's Korean.
Oscar 106, clear to land, runway 26 left. 26 left, Oscar 106.
Wait for him, of course. We're going to wait for him in the usual spot, right behind the tree. So let's see if he produces himself where we anticipate. Sorry, guys, I haven't been in the chat, but it's just that it's non-stop, back-to-back aircraft, so I apologize. Wow. Okay, back to the button. Back to the button, guys. Our battery's at 41% for those of you that might be curious or might have asked. And we've got a Beach 1900 landing.
Charlie Mike, 1900, head will be rolling right away at Charlie, run up weight, runway 26 left, caution prop launch. 5 points behind the
Okay, so he's first, guys. Mike K, thank you very much for that. John Feza likes the livery of the Korean. Awesome. Tim 2000. Yes, they had Alaska had another 37 honoring service people, which is great.
Carson 511, contact departure airborne from Charlie, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. Takeoff 26 left, departure airborne, Carson 511.
So I called I was wrong, guys. This is Carson Air.
416 at Delta 7, line up weight, runway 26 left. You're going to be number 3 for departure. Okay, check number 3, line up in weight 26 left, Delta 7.
I thought this was Alcan Air, but it's not Alcan Air. It's Carson Air.
Bravo Charlie, Mike, early right hand turn notice approved. Caution turbulence, grip takeoff, runway 26 left.
Carson Air.
And that's it.
I'll let him go, and we're going to come back to terra firma because we've got another. We've got another amphib.
4246, 1300 on the fuel. Thanks so much. You guys will be out of that aircraft over to PC Lima for Williams Lake at 2200 Zulu. A for parking golf.
On waterway runway 26 left to be number 2 for departure to a 4 off your right.
So we've had two amphibians today, which is amazing, really amazing. And as you can see, it's just busy. Really busy. And again, we've got 1, 2, 3, at least 6 airplanes here ready to roll. These are heavy. This guy's heading to Narita. It's the Air Canada Flight 3 to Narita. So somebody's spamming. So if you're spamming, please don't do that. That would be much appreciated if you could just watch the show, enjoy the show, and if you have relevant chat regarding our show, of course we're happy to hear it. But yeah, please do not spam our show. That would be appreciated if you could comply. We've got another heavy taxiing out. We got another 787, guys. But this one's heading to Narita. It's going to Japan. It's Air Canada Flight 3. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, that was sweet. That was sweet. Oh, sorry. Narita is cleared. He's busting a move. Look at that, guys. Have you seen so much action? I mean, well, yeah, we have, but that's why we're here filming, doing our show, guys, because it is mega action. Mega action. There it is. Wow. Really good, really good. Okay, where to? Back to the button, I guess. Back to the button. Back to the button. Right here. We'll figure out where this guy's going. This guy is heading to Winnipeg. It's the Air Canada Flight 296. Ronnie Middlehurst, thank you for the £5 donation. Very much appreciate that.
Air Canada 296, contact departure airborne from Delta 7, crew for takeoff runway 26 left. Departure airborne, clear takeoff 26 left, Air Canada.
And £4.49 for Dan Bond. Thank you, Dan, for that donation.
Runway 26 left, 6 speed cancel. 6 left on course.
busy. So we have American taxing out right there. Air Canada 787.
Contact departure aboard, clear for takeoff runway 26 left. 26 left, speed restriction is canceled and departure 1
We've got Westjet, guys. That's
Jet 31 tower, Delta 7, line of fleet, runway 26 left. Medevac here, Sid, flighting 230, balance of clearance unchanged, and Sid speed canceled. Okay, you line of only 26 left, Sid speed canceled, limit to the Sid, left turn 230, and balance unchanged, Jazz 31. Jazz 31, right back on. Good afternoon, Bravo Kill Office will be holding short of helipad Bravo for the engine run. Staying on the ground at all times, we can leave the turbulence and everything. Okay, Alpha Roger, pad Bravo at your discretion. Under the pad, we'll advise clear, Bravo Kill Office. Jazz 31, contact departure aboard, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left.
Close your eyes, guys, because we're bringing the camera back very quickly. Close your eyes, and we're back. He's rolling, one after another. It's like an aircraft carrier. It's like we're launching aircraft from the catapult. Steam-powered catapult departures. Here we go again, guys. Oh, and more heavies coming out. 2 more heavies. Look at that.
Okay, 46, that's correct. And I just saw you're going for Delta 9, so at Delta 9, line of wait, runway 26 left for 46.
There's the London Air Service helicopter, which we've seen many times before.
American 1719 tower at Delta 7, line of wait, runway 26 left. It's Delta 7, a line of wait, runway 26 left, American 1719. American 846, you'll be number 2 for departure to 319 from Delta 7.
46, correct.
It's really busy, guys. That's why I'm not talking too much, because I'm just bringing you guys the action. As I say, it's like an aircraft carrier here, because they're launching aircraft like from a catapult, one at a time. There's the JAL. Wow, guys. It's American Airlines now. Again, I just haven't even been able to take my eye off the camera to even find out where these aircraft are going. I'm guessing Houston or Dallas. Oh, this is so beautiful. Guys, you have to see this. That is a sight. Wow. Wow. I mean, maybe we'll just wait for him here. I can't really stay on him too long because we're missing what's happening down at the other end, which is a lot. So what have we got? We've got Japan Airlines sitting right there beautifully.
Contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. Departure in the air, clear for takeoff, 26 left, 654. Clear Canada 116 Heavy Tower, Delta 7, line up wait, runway 26 left. And Delta 7, line up and wait, 26 left, Air Canada 116.
Q400. And there's about another 3 aircraft taxiing out here, guys, so those are heavy. I'm not even sure where this one is going to. This one is going to Toronto as the Air Canada 116, and our battery is at 25%, guys, so I guess we may have to do a battery change in the middle of all this. I'll just watch it carefully. So we'll just play it by ear.
Air Canada 116, contact departure airborne, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. Hey, departure airborne, clear takeoff, 26 left, Air Canada 116. Canada 17 Heavy Tower, Delta 7, line up wait, runway 26 left. Caution jet blast, be a short delay for weight turbulence separation. Runway 26 left, Delta 7, line up on the wait, Japan Air 17 Heavy. Roger.
And we've got China Airlines coming out, of course. So, and we've got about half a dozen airplanes here. So, Wow, guys. Ronnie Middlehurst, thank you very much for the £5 donation. And Bell Juice, thank you for the £10 donation. First Canadian at his home airport sharing his passion for planes in the world. Brilliant. Bell Juice, thank you very much. Absolutely, that's what it's all about. Sharing the passion. I'm glad you guys are all here with me enjoying this too, because it's just mega fantastic. Oh my gosh. And Greg Braham, $5 donation. Thank you very much, Greg, for your donation. I appreciate it immensely. definitely going to go to our usual spot. There you go. China Airlines is Air China's taxiing out, and this guy's going to present right about here. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 airplanes right now on the move. Wow. Wow, 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 guys. I mean, again, I really... So obviously he's going to Beijing, the Air China. We've got a few Boeings. We've got, 2 Air Canada Boeing Maxes. We've got a WestJet. Q400 also about to take off. But again, if I take my eyes off the camera here, we're not going to have anything on screen. So I'm really just leery to take my eyes off the camera at this particular time to determine exactly.
3285, contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left.
Okay.
Contact departure 16, runway 26 left, number 3285.
That's Encore.
556 tower, Delta 7, line up, runway 26 left. Line up, runway 26 left, Delta 7.
Look what's coming in here, guys.
Canada 556, contact departure airborne, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. Departure in the air, clear takeoff, 26 left, Air Canada 556. Air Canada 214 tower, Delta 7, line up, wait, runway 26 left. Runway 26 left, Air Canada 214.
Wow, that was something, guys. Don't think we've seen that here yet. Battery's at 22%. I'm watching it like a hawk. It's just really, really great to be here. There's a gentle breeze. We've got non-stop airplane action, just what I told you. And as I said, but it's just unbelievably busy. We've got another couple of Q400s taxiing out. Okay. What's your go-to meal, somebody asks? Sushi. I love...
214, wind 2709, contact departure in the turn from Delta 7 for takeoff, runway 26 left.
Here in Vancouver, we have great sushi, and I'm a sushi addict. So we order sushi if we're going to order out. And we have our favorite sushi places, and it's magnificent. Just love sushi, and I can't wait to go to Japan for that reason too, because we love going to the rotation sushi joints in Japan, in Tokyo. I could live on sushi, sashimi. It's all magnificent. Octopus, raw octopus, tamago, all the nigiris. Count me in. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry now. So, yeah, here in Vancouver, because we have such an abundance of seafood. We have an abundance of seafood because we're on the coast, so we have fresh seafood and lots of it. Guys, the battery's at 20%. I might have to do a battery change, so I am watching it closely. I'm watching it closely. Beljuice, again, thank you very much for that £10 donation. Mega appreciated that. Well, while he's doing that, I think we're going to watch We're going to watch Air China.
The Cat 566, contact departure in the turn from Delta 7 for takeoff, runway 26 left. Quick pick up 26 left, contact departure in the turn, Canada 566. Air China 998, Delta 7, line up on way, runway 26 left. Delta 7, now wait, runway 26 left, Air China 998.
I mean, the light is gorgeous. As we're moving into winter, we're getting nice low sun angles.
315 ready to go westbound. Express 315 departure for westbound at your discretion. Express 305.
Back to Air China. Catch him taxiing on to the active.
Air China 998, winds 2709, contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear takeoff on way 26 left. Contact departure, we're airborne, with Delta 7 clear for takeoff, Air China 998.
Still wait for him right here, guys. I know he's going to be just a few seconds. And we're going to see him. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Battery's at 16%, guys, so I made us do a battery change right in a second. Just for the last bit here. Bear with me. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to do a battery change now, so just hang on a second, guys. It's going to be fast. I'll make it super quick. Super quick. So, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Bear with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Battery change time. We are back. Oh, nice helicopter here, guys. I think somewhere. Is that Talon Helicopters, I think? I think it is. There's no end of excitement here, guys. No end of excitement. Talon Helicopters. Wow. That's cool. God, I hope you guys are enjoying the show, guys. Oh, BizJet. Hang on, guys. 1 second. I'll just get a radio and... Sorry. Heavy. He was a bit heavy. There goes another Pacific Coastal heading out. And we've got another Air Canada Q400 on the active.
Restriction is canceled. Contact departure airborne for Delta 7 for takeoff from 26 left. 3054 Delta 7 line up on wait runway 26 left. Landing up 26 left, wait
Again, I'm just really happy with how busy it's been for you guys. It ended really, really nicely, right? We've got super traffic, super non-stop action here. I'll keep going probably for a little bit longer and just until the traffic dies out. So, guessing another 15-20 minutes, something like that. If those of you that have, appointments or whatever, that's kind of what my time frame is.
Oscar 3054, contact departure in the turn. Delta 7 clear takeoff, runway 26 left.
Another Air Canada Max. So there's Pasco, operating for Westjet, Saab 340. This is Pacific Coastal. They painted the airplane in Westjet colors. They operate for Westjet. There's a few of these out there.
Westjet 315, surveillance services terminated. Change to on frequencies. Roger that, over to Alpha.
It's a nice looking aircraft, actually. I think
12 winds 2608, contact departure in the turn from Delta 7 clear takeoff, runway 26 left.
I think I like it nicer in the Westjet colors than in the Pacific Coastal colors.
Charlie behind the RJ, line up and wait, runway 26 left.
RJ, Air Canada RJ, or Jazz RJ, actually. Also on the roll, one after another, right? They've got very little separation between the aircraft today, which good for us, because we don't have time to sit around and chew the fat.
Quebec Yankee Zulu, you're on tower frequency.
So again, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Not that it's expected or mandatory or anything like that, but if you feel like leaving a donation, there's a little dollar sign that under the chat that you can hit that sign and make a small donation if you like. We would really appreciate it. For those of you that aren't aware, here in Vancouver, Canada, we have the world's highest cellular phone costs. So it costs us hundreds of dollars in cellular data to provide these streams to you. So we're able to do this with your support, and the donations that you make help cover our streaming costs, our cell phone costs. So it's not like the United States or the UK. We only have 2 cell phone companies here in Canada. It's a duopoly, and the prices are a joke. It's a joke. So we have to pay arguably the highest cell phone costs in the world right here in Canada. So just like gasoline, right? We have very high tax on our gasoline here. Vancouver, up until last night, had the world's highest gas costs too. So this is a very, very, very costly environment. Vancouver is one of the world's highest cost cities, and it's a beautiful place. We love it, but it is costly. So if you could make a small donation, tiny donation, any donation to help us out, we would really appreciate it. And those of you that have already made donations, we are very grateful and appreciative. Thank you so much for all your donations that you guys have made today. Mega appreciated.
Take off 26 left, we'll call you the carry 116. United 1868 at Delta 7, line up and wait, runway 26 left, your number 2 to a beach 1900 at Charlie. Okay, we'll line up and wait, 26 left at Delta 7, Unit 1868.
Okay, our WestJet's on the roll.
Oscar 457 at Charlie, line up and wait, runway 26 left. At Charlie, line up and wait, Oscar 457. India Papa Victor surveillance services terminated, change to onward frequencies. India Papa Victor, thanks, the other way up. Chip. Express 311, what's your real Express 311, roger.
And look who's coming out. Our Korean number 2 of the day. Yippee. Kevin D, thank you so very much for that £50 donation. We really appreciate it. Your help is so appreciated. All of you guys, your help is appreciated. Kevin D, thank you so much. Thank you so very much. It's very kind of you. Norm Gill, thank you very much for your $6.99 donation as well. Mega appreciate all your support. Thank you very, very much, Norm.
Westjet 116, return. Westjet 116 departure, 132.3 up the flight. Continue Westjet 116.
Pacific Coastal, nicely climbing away into the stratus.
United 1868, contact departure in the turn, winds 260
And we have
Delta 7, quick takeoff, runway 26 left.
United Airlines. There he is. He's cleared for departure. And he's heading to Chicago as the 1868. Nice buzzsaw. I love the buzzsaw. Oh, okay. Look at the Korean, guys. It is looking so nice. So here's our Air Canada guys, right here.
Delta traffic at your 1 o'clock and 1 mile ops direction, helicopter down at 1,100. Surveillance services terminated, contact Victoria, correction, Harbor Tower 118.4. Delta Tower, then we got 1 ATC, contact. Lima Victor Tango, which pad are you landing at? I believe it's pad Bravo.
That was really nice. That was cool, guys. Back to Korean.
Korean 072 Heavy, ready for departure. Korean 072, contact departure, leaving 1000, winds 260 at 7, from Delta 7, clear takeoff, runway 26 left. Clear for takeoff, runway 26 left, after 1000, complete departure, 12612, Korean 072.
So he's got his clearance. Off to Seoul, another one of my favorite cities. I love Korean food too. That's number...
Victor Tango, direct the South Summit plant for the South Summit plant arrival. Victor Tango, direct South Summit plant.
So my top 3 foods, I guess really in no order other than sushi first, would be Japanese, then Turkish and Korean. Those would be my number 2. And those are sharing the number 2 and 3 positions. I love Korean food, love Turkish food. That was first class. Now we're going to set up in our usual... We're going to hide behind the tree here and wait for him to show up, and then we're going to pounce on him. So we're waiting. We're just waiting for our... There he is. That was sweet. Sweet. I hope you guys aren't bored. Are some of you guys still here with me? Are some of you guys still on the frequency with me? I hope so. 651 of you guys are still here, so that's awesome. Ian Deco, thank you, Buck, for the £5 donation. Top drawer show, Henry, fantastic. Yeah, we were lucky. So we were so lucky today, man. It was awesome. Air Transat is taxiing out. He's busting a move. He's heading to Toronto as the Transat 931. So, wow, I'm just so comfortable. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you guys are here. I'm glad there's still 651 of you guys still chilling with me. That is just great to see. And hey, if you haven't hit the like button, it's not too late. Just hit the like button. Please do that if you haven't done it. It would be really appreciated. It helps out the YouTube algorithm and helps our videos get more popular, and the generic search and all that kind of stuff. So that would be great. Sorry guys, I'm recording this, that's why I'm not talking.
Chaz 58 winds 270 at 7. Speed count for contact departure, born for takeoff from 26 left.
Thanks guys, yeah, I was just doing a video capture there, so...
Lima Victor Tango, remain south of runway 26 left at all times, land in the vicinity of Millionaire at your discretion. 26 left at all times, Lima Victor Tango.
Okay, there's Jazz on the roll. I'll go tight. I'll go really tight on him, actually. Why not?
Transit 931 Delta 7, line up on weight runway 26 left. We're just waiting on the cabin for Transit 931. Transit 931, roger, hold short, runway 26 left. Hold short, 26 left for Transit 931.
I decided to go tight just for a lark, right? Which is fine, you know. I like mixing up the shots. I like having some variety and whatnot. Let's go get the Transat, guys. Transat's turning now.
16, we're expecting there 31.
0916 and 31. Thanks so much.
Okay, it's looking good. We've got the nice North Shore Mountains in the background. Our battery's doing awesome. Our battery's at a whopping 87%.
Okay, we're ready. Transit 931. Transit 931, contact departure in the turn from Delta 7 for takeoff from 26 left. Okay, takeoff 26 left. Call departure in the turn, Air Transit 931.
Great, but, okay, thanks.
Yeah, no, we were down there. They worked out for timing. It was just a Bella boarding.
Okay, cheers, thanks for that.
That was good. I'll just get him in the climb out. Stand by one, guys. We'll wait for him kind of our usual spot. Somebody had asked about, or said, I think it was Ian, said that after he eats Chinese food, he's still hungry. Yeah, that's true. I guess because it's, what is it? It's all carbs, maybe? All pasta? Yeah, so if you're eating sushi, you want to have, smaller amounts of rice, more amount of fish. That won't happen because then you're eating more protein. But yeah, that's it. There's some foods that you eat a lot of it. Well, not that I eat a lot of it. Maybe once a year, if I'm unlucky, I'll have McDonald's. But then again, you can have a Big Mac and a fries, and then within minutes you're famished, right? Because I think they pump the food full of air. Maybe, I don't know. That's what I find with McDonald's. You can have a Big Mac or two and just be famished. Very soon after having it.
Contact departure in the turn from Delta 7 for takeoff, runway 26 left. Departures in the turn from Delta 7, runway 26 left, clear takeoff, Air Canada 118.
So this is Air Canada's 118 service. He's cleared for takeoff. He's been told to contact departure in the turn. And let's see where flight 118 is going to. It's going to Toronto, actually. It's A321. I'm sure he's 100% full today. Look, we got a bit of heat distortion. Nothing too serious. Here he comes. And what we'll do is we'll take our camera up to the usual spot. and we'll hang out by our trusty tree. Just wait for him. We'll just chill here and wait for him. There it is. Climbing out nicely. That was very sweet. So guys, let me just bring the camera back to terra firma. Hope everybody is doing well. We're just going to point our camera over at the Westjet gates while I check the flight radar and see what's going on. See what we've got on deck. Let's have a look here. Well, guys, hang on a second. Give me a second. I'm just scanning the skies with my eyes, and I'm checking the flight radar as well. So, give me a second. Trying to make some intelligence of what's happening on the field. So, okay. Stand by one, guys. Stand by one. Okay.
Hi guys, okay, I've checked the flight radar, I've done a visual inspection of the skies around me, and it's actually quiet. So our 1 hour of max burst activity between 1 and 2 o'clock has passed. It was busy, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just loved it. Wow. I mean, I love seeing Japan Airlines every day with their 767-300. That's a treat. The double Koreans, wonderful. We had double amphibs today too, and that Beaver, the privately owned Beaver on amphibs. What a treat, because we got to see it, well, kind of do an engine run up, then it taxied around. We got nice taxi footage of it, and we got the climb out too. So that was a very, very fun movement for us. And I'd like to thank everybody who took the time with their generosity to make a donation. That is very, very much appreciated. Thank you all very, very much. I'm wearing my Airliners Live Vancouver swag. I've got my beautiful hat, I've got my beautiful shirt. So if you'd like to get some Vancouver swag with Airliners Live, please do check out our swag shop. I think they'll drop the swag link where you can purchase our swag into the chat. So that helps us out too. So, and again, if you haven't already hit the like button, guys, please do hit the like button. That would be super appreciated. And if you're new to our channel today, and this is the first time you've discovered Airliners Live, my name is Henry Tenby, and I'm in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. This has been the Vancouver show. I'm at the South Terminal viewing platform, and we stream pretty much every Thursday here in Vancouver, and we also stream on Wednesdays and Sundays from our home base in Manchester, United Kingdom, and we also have a flight sim show on Monday evenings, as well as other extra bonus shows too. So hit the subscribe button, and if you hit that subscribe button, YouTube will send you a notification whenever we're live. So if I happen to miss your question or comment today, I do apologize for that. It was busy, and I just wanted to give the best visual show that I could, but I did try my best to capture all of the comments that I could see. So thank you for your understanding on that front. I'd like to thank everybody for being here with me. I just had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time too. So if you're in the UK or Europe, I'm going to wish you good night. If you're here in North America, I'm going to wish you good afternoon. And if you're watching in Southeast Asia or Australia, New Zealand, happy early morning, I think. So yeah, it's late at night there. So thank you guys again. It was great seeing you all. It's a beautiful day here in Vancouver. I'm going to slowly pack my gear, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. So all the best, guys. Thanks again. You take care. Happy spotting.